Hi, so I picked this heart up in one of the pound shops before Christmas. It's a slate heart, it's proper slate, and it's £1 and it's just got some like jute thick style rope as a handle. And these are quite popular for wedding signs, you know, Mr. and Mrs. and things like that. Because it's proper slate and I'm going to use outside vinyl, you could even use this as a house sign, put a name on it, put a number on it, anything. They're used for all sorts really, but I just thought I'd turn it into just a quick little Valentine project with it being in the shape of a heart. So I've measured the heart. At its highest point from top to bottom, it's about 8 inches and it's approximately 7.5 inches wide. So that's the size of the template I'm going to start with in ScanNCut Canvas. Okay, so I'm in ScanNCut Canvas and I've got a new blank page open. I'm going to come to the basic shapes and I'm going to find just a basic heart shape and select it. Now my heart was 8 inches high and about 7.5 inches wide. So I'm going to come to the properties box, just going to make it 8 inches and hit return. And this heart must be symmetrical because it's saying it's 8 by 8. So I'm just going to drag it in a little bit until it gets to about 7.5 or thereabouts. It's not vital because I'm not actually cutting this heart shape. I'm just using it as a template to place my words on for my slate heart. So I'm going to come over to the text and I'm going to come down here and choose this one, Ecuador. I'm going to double click at the end to get the flashing cursor and highlight the text, and I'm going to type KISS in capital letters. Click anywhere to deselect and choose the font again and double click again to highlight the letters, and this time I'm going to type me in capitals. So now I'm going to bring this over onto the heart and see how it looks. And it looks as though actually it fits pretty perfectly just at its default size. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to go to logos and see if there's anything in here that I can use. I'm going to use this XOXO. So I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to shrink it in and see if that will fit in there. And it will. So for a quick project, I think that's not too bad. I'm going to get rid of the heart because I don't need it. And I'm just going to group these two together and then place this separately. I may cut the XOXO in a different colour vinyl. So now I'm just going to save it, giving it a name, save it, OK, and now I'm going to download it to my machine. I'm going to use the Wi-Fi transfer, but you download your cutting files however you do for your machine. Okay, I'm just going to retrieve my design from ScanNCut Canvas, which I sent over wirelessly. So I'm going into the wireless icon, which is the top left, and it says it's retrieving, and that's brought the design onto my page. I'm going to save it just into the machine for now, just in case I need it again. I'm going to say OK. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the words Kiss Me in white vinyl, and I'm going to cut the XOXO in blue. So I'm just going to put this white vinyl onto this mat, and this is outdoor vinyl. You can use Caesar permanent or 651 is a permanent vinyl, and there are links to it in the shop on my website, and I'm going to put the blue just underneath it. I'm going to use the background scan facility, which is the blue square with the line going through it. And we have another very strange day of weather here. It's been snowing on and off all morning, and now the sun's decided to come out and shine. So I'll try and keep the filming so that you can see what I'm doing, because I'm in a very bright room here with a big glass roof. So I'm going to use the background scan and I'm going to say go. Just going to go into the settings and make the background darker so that I can see the vinyl better. And I'm just going to position the words just up in this top left hand corner, because I've actually got a label here that's on the vinyl, which I don't want to get, cut into. And then I'm going to drag the XOXO down here onto the blue scrap. I've got my cut pressure on 1, my cut speed on 5, and I've got my blade on about 2. This is a business grade vinyl, so, and a permanent vinyl, so it tends to be a little bit thicker than some vinyls, like home decor vinyl. So that's why I've got my blade on that. And I'm going to say, okay. I might even add a test cut just for the sake of it. So I'll bring the test cut down and I'll put it down here at the bottom corner, and it will cut the test cut first. So I'll say, okay, cut, and go. So I'm not sure whether you can see this or not, but it's cut the square, a test cut square, and that seems to be peeling away okay. So I'm going to cut the rest of it now. So I'm just going to delete the test cut because I don't need it, and then cut everything else now. Okay, that's cut. Now just before I unload it, I'm just going to lift a corner of the blue and just check that it is peeling away, and it is, it peels away okay. So I can say okay and unload the mat. I'm just going to cut around. I didn't put a weeding box on this because it was it's quite a simple design, so I've just cut around where I can see the words, and I'm going to do the same with the white piece. You're not going to be able to see it, but I can see. Because I can always use this part of the vinyl again, even though I can't use that with the label on, so you might as well keep your scraps. Okay, so we'll start with this. So I'm going to pick a corner and pull this away. And then there are a couple of little bits in the middle that I'm going to weed out. Usually end up with bits of vinyl stuck to my fingers and all sorts. They're that small, I'm bending the vinyl just so they kind of pop up. So that's my OXO. Now I'm going to weed the words. So again, I'm just going to pick a corner of the white vinyl and start to pull it away and hope that the letters stay behind. Because I can't actually see. Might have to just alter the light 1 minute. Okay, I can see a bit better now, so I'll start to peel this away. Trying to do this so you can see it but not get my head in the way as well. The more you work with vinyl, the more you'll get used to it. And it is actually quite easy to work with. You just need to get your setting right for your vinyl and then you'll be fine. So there is how it's looking now. So what I'm going to do now, bring my heart back in. The label off, just make sure that is going to fit, and it will. So I'm going to get some transfer tape, put this over. Cut this away because this can be used again. I generally just stick it back on the roll. I'm going to use my squeegee just to press it down and then peel away the tape, and it should bring the letters with it. There you go. Bring the heart back in, get it nice and level, and position this on here. Now I've never stuck vinyl to slate before. I've stuck it to metal but never to slate, so we'll just have to see how this goes. Actually bringing little bits of the slate up. Just peel it back nice and slow, keep it flat so that the vinyl will stick. Just going to give it a little bit of a burnish, just lightly with my fingers. Obviously with all vinyl, whenever you apply vinyl to anything at all, you're supposed to leave it to cure, preferably overnight, before you do anything with it. That's whether you're putting it on a glass or on a cup or anything. Because the vinyl has to grab hold of the project that you're putting it onto. This is obviously only for decoration, so you know, you could put a clear coat of Mod Podge over it, but I think this is only staying indoors, so I think this will be perfectly okay. Just get my other letters here. I'm using the same piece of transfer tape. And hoping that it will work, because it has got little bits of slate on it. Yeah, it has. So now I'm going to just position this centrally to the word me. In fact, I might cut it down because I don't think I'm going to be able to use this piece of transfer tape again. It's got bits of slate all over the back of it. Get it the right way up, that would help. Rub it down and peel this back. And there you have it. Quick little project. So I hope you like the project. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.